So good morning, everyone, and welcome to our small business webinar on procurement and free business certification opportunities. My name is Hurik, and I work for our Economic Development Division here at the City of Glendale. And as part of my responsibilities, I make sure that our small business community is connected with up-to-date information and resources in order to help their business be successful. I'd like to thank Andrew Choi from the City of Los Angeles for partnering with us for this webinar. And with that said, Andrew, you're welcome to kick it off.
Thank you, Horik. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. My name is Andrew Choi. I work for the Chief Procurement Officer for the City of Los Angeles. I would like to first begin before I hand it off to my boss, the Chief Procurement Officer. I'd like to begin with a couple poll questions. So if we can ask the first question, please. So have you ever heard of RAMP? So why don't we start with that? And so if you could please answer that question. Oh, all three are up right now. Okay, so if you could answer all three questions. First question being, have you heard of RAMP? The second question is, how many here are already registered in RAMP? And the third question is, are you a business owner in Glendale? Okay. We'll let the questions go for a little bit longer. Okay, so it seems like the vast majority has heard of RAMP, but you are not registered in RAMP. And we have about 50-50 in terms of business ownership in Glendale. So with that poll, I'd like to hand it off to my boss, the Chief Procurement Officer for the City of Los Angeles, Shannon Hoppes, to start our presentation on what RAMP is.
Thanks, Andrew, and thank you, Hurik, and the City of Glendale for having us here today. We're excited to talk to those of you that are here to learn more about some opportunities, not only with the City of LA, but again, with the City of Glendale, as well as many other partners that we'll talk about in a short time. Again, I'm the Chief Procurement Officer for the City of Los Angeles, here to talk about RAMP. Next slide. So what is RAMP, and why do we want to talk about it, and why would you be interested in it? Well, RAMP is what we have called the Regional Alliance Marketplace for Procurement. It's actually a platform that's hosted by the City of Los Angeles, and it houses our solicitations, or the things that we want to purchase. This is how we advertise to the business community what we want to contract for. We have $4.5 billion of spend on that platform, and we want you to understand how to navigate it and access it. It was really piloted, or actually built off of something that they did for the London Olympics. When the Olympics were in London, they designed a platform that centralized, aggregated all of the procurement opportunities into one platform, thereby making it easier for the local businesses to access these opportunities in one central place. Many or some of you may have already been doing business with the City of LA, or were familiar with our old platform, which was called LA Bavin. So RAMP replaced that with a lot more features and opportunities in this space. Next slide. Over the next several years, we are going to experience some large-scale events. We are all aware that the World Cup is coming in 2026. And we're all very excited about the 2028 Olympics. So we're going to have a lot of investment here in our region, and we want you to, again, be aware of these opportunities and understand how to access them. The Olympics will be posting on RAMP, so if you are interested in getting involved with the 2028 Olympics, this is the place for you to register. In its first year, we've opened it up now to additional partners. We expect Ramp, I believe, has already surpassed $10 billion worth of economic activity. So $10 billion worth of solicitations, of contracting opportunities, again, that we want you to be positioned to access. Next slide. These are some of our partners. As I mentioned, we opened it up. We saw an opportunity to bring additional agencies here to this space. And so you'll notice some familiar names such as the LA Dodgers. We have our other city proprietary departments such as LAX, Los Angeles World Airports, the Port of Los Angeles, as well as Cedars-Sinai, City of Hope, some construction companies, engineering firms. So they have also come to this space looking to diversify their vendor pools. They are looking to do business with all of you. Next slide. What makes Ramp unique for the business community is that it's a central location where small businesses can register for opportunities with both public and private. I mentioned some of our partners there. So this is built for all of you to make it a bit easier for you to access multiple opportunities in one space, thereby making it more time efficient. We know small businesses don't have much time to search multiple websites. So again, we saw an opportunity to bring those into one space. We also saw an opportunity to bring other resources to this space. There are certification opportunities. We, as a city, do offer free certifications for the certification that the city of LA holds. And we offer those through Ramp. You can access the information through Ramp. This is also an opportunity where you can interact or build relationships with other prime contractors. So many small businesses actually work with prime or the larger contractor. And this is where you can start to build those relationships, understand who's in this space, who's maybe competed for other opportunities. You can continue to view, now that we have Glendale as a partner, which we're very excited about, you can continue to see Glendale's opportunities as well as multiple other agencies. So even if you don't want to do business with the city of Los Angeles, this is still a great resource for you to access other opportunities as well as resources. Again, mentioning your certification opportunities, the ability to be in a marketplace setting to build those relationships, and also to build a business profile. So we've given you the opportunity to build out a profile that speaks about your business, talks about who you've worked with, maybe post a video. Andrew will go into those details in just, I believe, the next slide. So right now I'm going to hand it over to him to walk you through some of the slides that you would see on Ramp as you build your account and your profile. So I'll hand it off to Andrew.
Thank you, Shannon. So I get the privilege of sharing with you on how to become a partner in Ramp or be a registered user in Ramp. So as when you go to rampla.org, as we put into the chat, you're going to see our homepage. In our homepage, you're going to see the ability to log in or register, and that's going to be your first step. One of the key components of our system is giving you notifications on opportunities. You're going to find that you're going to get a series of emails as soon as you register. Opportunities not only from the city of Los Angeles, but our proprietary departments, water and power, our world airports, our harbor. We also have opportunities from the city of Long Beach and now and LAUSD. We hope to work closely with Glendale to start posting Glendale opportunities. So you'll be notified of all the region's procurement. So you are going to have the best opportunity to find, or you're going to find a centralized hub to see all the opportunities that are in our region that's available for you to bid on. The first thing you're going to do is go to business profile. One, as Shannon mentioned, our business profiles. It is a searchable tool where you're going to be able to look for businesses. If you type in a vendor name, if you use an industry code like a NICS code, or you want to go by specific regionality or by specific certifications, you can do that. When you get when you look for the business and you find the business you're interested in, if you click on the name of the company, it takes you to their business profile. The business profile you'll find has a lot of information: location of the business, their website, contact information, and also any certification that they carry. Additionally, they identified the NICS codes and industries that they're part of. So when you build your profile, please make sure you put in, we give you a maximum of 10 codes, but this will help businesses and our government entities find you and inform you of the procurement opportunities that exist in your space. One thing you're going to be able to also post is almost like a resume. Under your work history, you can start identifying which contracts you've had before with agencies you've worked with before, because that can help a regional partner look for you and also find any contracts that you may currently have or your previous work history with another government entity. Again, yeah, you can list your previous, there is no limit, there is no limit to the number of text items or the characters you can use. And we also have a dynamic poster, so you can use bullet points or you can put it in narrative format. Really, it's up to you on how you want to show off your company. So that is essentially what RAMP is. It's the ability to create a procurement or be notified of a procurement and also manage your information. We have 2 upcoming events for RAMP. These are more detailed sessions. You'll be trained directly by some of our people on how to register, how to work on certifications, what certifications are available. So please do use these QR codes for these upcoming events. This will help you connect you to more detailed information. At this time then, Horik, I wanted to hand it back off to you and just let people ask any questions they may have on RAMP or procurement opportunities with the City of LA.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Shannon and Andrew. So right now we'll take any questions. Feel free to input it in our chat, or you can just, get off of your mute option and verbally pose your question. Feel free. I have a question if no one's volunteering. Now, Andrew, is there a way where, I know you search for a job, correct? Like I'm a vendor, I'm looking for a job, I'll look on the website, but is there a way where it's the inverse? They can reach out to registered vendors, or is it just one way?
So once you can actually use the search business profile tool yourself, you're not limited to for governments just reach out to you. You can actually use their profiles yourself and look for businesses that are interested in that you're interested in. The city also allows our regional partners to do direct outreach. So if they want to, let's say, target a minority-owned business or a woman-owned business, they're able to search just for those information. The City of Los Angeles has done something recently. We are expanding our database. We're looking for and searching for vendors to give us demographic information. Even though you may not be certified, if you would like to self-disclose as a woman-owned business, a Black-owned, Asian-owned, Latina-owned business, you're able to do that. You can also self-disclose how big your business is, how many employees you have, or what your anticipated annual revenues are. Once we have that data, what we will be doing is then reaching out to your businesses saying the City of LA offers these free certifications. You've self-identified as this type of business and you qualify for this type of certification. Please follow this link to register for to be identified as a certified business. City of LA is one of the few agencies in the region that actually does direct certification ourselves, and we are authorized by the state to do certifications. So your certification could carry you to other municipalities and other agencies to actually use our certification for their purposes as well.
And I do just want to reiterate again, it's a tool beyond just the advertising of the opportunities. It's really a space for you to start to learn who's in this space, get familiar with the types of things that we as cities, as agencies are purchasing. It might be an opportunity for you to grow a new business. It might be an opportunity for you to expand your business. If the Olympics is something you want to get involved in, you would want to become familiar with this space sooner than later and not wait until there's all these exciting opportunities posted and you're not familiar with the process. Maybe your paperwork is not in order. So there are several steps you need to take than just registering on RAMP. So these are the types of things you would want to have in place before you actually want to do business with any of these agencies. And as I mentioned, it being a tool, this is also a place that we as the city and we as that the regional partners are advertising their events, their outreach events. So City of Long Beach at some point may post something, hey, do you want to learn how to do business with the City of Long Beach? This is where they're going to advertise those outreach events. The City of Los Angeles advertises their outreach events through RAMP. So it's much more than just about contract opportunities. It really is leading you through how to position and build your business. We also have pre-bidders conferences, and those have been virtual. They've also been obviously in person. Those are opportunities for you to attend those things and see who's in the room, what kind of questions are being asked. You don't have to be bidding on anything for you to be able to attend that conference. You can still ask questions, so you become familiar with the entire process. You'll be able to view some of the contracts or the contracts as well to see, what did it look like? What did they submit? Again, it is a holistic tool for you to understand this environment so you can be ready and get involved.
Perfect, thank you. So we have a couple questions. One is from Leah, and she asks, what is the best way for a small business to reach out to the bigger companies?
I can answer that. Not only can you use RAMP to identify businesses to reach out to, but it's also a database and a historical information. If you register in RAMP, you can find out who the winners and the awardees of these contracts were for the city. That gives you a historical context of the bigger companies that are getting contract with the city. We also have other programs such as the Business Inclusion Program in the city of LA, where businesses are required to outreach to smaller businesses, but they need to be certified small businesses or certified minority or women-owned businesses. And then you will be reached out to directly by larger prime contractors about their intent to bid on a city contract, and that you may be a potential identified vendor for them as part of this contract. So yes, there are multiple avenues for a business to reach out to larger companies, but the only way to do that is to register on RAMP first. If I can answer that question about the restaurant and food industry, Terry did put a response in that they can benefit. I'll give you one direct example. One of our regional partners is the hospitals, and recently they did pull our database for restaurants and also food caterers that may be able to provide food and food services to their hospitals. I don't know if it was directly for patients, it might have been for internal staffing, but we do get requests for restaurants quite frequently. And while the city of LA or other municipal entities might not procure it, private sector partners do, and they do procure industries that the city traditionally doesn't. So there is a benefit to be registered in the system, and hopefully you'll hear about the opportunity. But when you register, please make sure you put in as many NICS codes that apply to your business. NICS codes are how notifications are created and sent. So if you're not familiar with NICS codes, you can go to census.com or census.gov/NICS. We'll put it into the chat to research what codes represent your industry. Thank you.
And it's important to know that as we add partners, we might not know what their needs are. So right now, things are very city-centric because we are the bulk of what's in here, but RAMP succeeds with the participation of your type of business as well as our regional partners' needs. So this is a very symbiotic relationship, and we just don't begin to know what's going to come with all of these regional partners' needs, as well as the Olympics. So things that the city wouldn't typically buy, as Andrew mentioned, food service, they're going to be looking for those type of vendors, whereas we might not be. But we can't begin to really know what our vendors are going to be looking for. We've talked to some that have been surprised us and said they'll be looking for artists. And so these are things that, you know, again, wouldn't maybe come to top of mind or be top of mind, but there's nothing to lose in this space. It doesn't cost you anything. It's really an educational experience for you. You can determine how much notification you want to receive. You can cancel your profile or your account here, but it really is a good tool for you to understand this space if you hope to expand your business and maybe do business outside of the city of Glendale, if that's where you're already doing business, and just get familiar with the space and requirements of other agencies.
Thank you. And another question for you, Andrew. You mentioned you have to be certified as a small business. Is that something where our small businesses or owners can tap into with the city of LA? And is there a cost?
So our certifications are all free. And to receive a certification with the city, you need to be a business in the county of Los Angeles, not just the city. So if you're a business in the county of LA, you do qualify to receive are able to apply for any of the certifications above. Terry just put into the chat the link. BCA, our Bureau of Contract Administration, is the agency that does the certification, and their program description, the application process is all in that site that she just linked.
And just to clarify, you don't have to be a certified business to participate in RAMP. It's an advantage. It's a way to market your business. We offer our certifications for free. So you don't have to be certified, but many of our partners, as well as some of the requirements of the city, are to do outreach to certified businesses. So you being certified then requires our prime contractors to do some outreach to you. Other agencies may have specific programs that are for certified businesses only. So again, that just opens you up for more opportunity for programs that are related to small certified businesses. So that is up to you whether or not you want to be certified, but just know that it is an option.
Perfect. Are there any more questions? And Armina, this is being recorded, and I will personally email you the link once it's established. And for those who would like to watch it as well, it'll be on our website, and I'll put it in the chat right now. Andrew, do you have any closing remarks or any additional remarks, or Shannon?
We're just excited to share this with you. We want our region to be involved and, you know, access all of this money. This was really a labor of love between the city and its regional partners to create this space. It was something that was asked for from our business community for quite some time, and we were able to deliver it in the midst of a lot of competing priorities. In the midst of COVID, it was really understood that this would be a tool that would get our businesses back to work. And the region really came together and saw that need and wanted to commit to this space. So we really hope you take advantage of it. Please reach out to us if you have any questions, and we hope we see you.
Thank you very much, Shannon and Andrew. This was very insightful. And for those who joined, thank you as well. I hope this was beneficial to you. And feel free to contact me here at the Economic Development Division if you have any questions, or if you need help with the NAICS, I don't know how you pronounce it, but the NAICS codes. Happy to help you with that as well. I'll put my email in the chat. And yeah, that's all I have. And thank you again for dedicating your time, Shannon and Andrew.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. I appreciate the space.
My pleasure. Have a great day, everyone.